Hey y'all, this is my review for The Real Housewives of Miami season 4. So I've been slacking on this franchise, so this review is going to be a 2-for-1. I'm going to be doing episodes 9 as well as 10. So yeah, get comfortable. Anywho, we open episode 9. It's the next day after the ladies were like drinking vodka and pickles. Thank you, Julia. So we see Larsa. She's in glam right now because it's the day of her jewelry line presentation. The other ladies, they are like hungover or either knocked out. So now we're with Julia and we see Adriana holding her hair back as she's vomiting. And Julia really has some nerve saying, I feel ill. I don't know what it is. Girl, I mean, the last episode, she probably drank like a fifth of vodka by herself, along with pickles, before she went to sleep. So now she is throwing up nonstop. I've been there, girl. Like Vegas, I can't remember what year was it. It was New Year's Eve. Oof. Was it New Year's Eve 2007? I don't know, but all I did, I was drinking vodka and Red Bull. I had at least 7 vodka Red Bulls. Next morning, it was like that Family Guy episode. I could not control the vomiting. Like, I think I threw up maybe 5 times in a row. Couldn't stop. But enough about me. Ooh, she is suffering. So Adriana goes to Nicole and Gertie's room, and you know Nicole, she's a doctor, and she's just saying that, yeah, she's been throwing up, she has diarrhea. Girl, it's the vodka. It is the vodka. So they're either gonna have to take Julia to the hospital or get somebody to bring her an IV. I never heard of that. The privilege, I'm sure that costs a lot of money to get someone just to come over and bring you an IV. Oh my God. So Julia tells Nicole like she needs a plastic bag or something. She could not find anything around this Hamptons mansion. So she goes to the kitchen and gets a salad bowl for her to throw up in. Oh my God, disgusting. Oh my God, I would sue them if I was the owner of this house and was watching this. And messy ass Marisol, so Larsa's in the kitchen, she's just telling her, oh yeah, Nicole took a salad bowl for Julia to throw up in, as they have a wastebasket right there in their hand. Larsa's like, are you serious? I'm sorry, if I was Larsa, I would have freaked the fuck out too. I think I would rather her throw up in the bed than in a salad bowl. Like, it's just so unsanitary. During COVID too? Damn, and Larsa's event is at the Hamptons properties. So, yeah, I think Julia is out for the day. No one can go in that room. So we see Alexia in her confessional. I have not heard that phrase in so long. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's called a hangover. Exactly. Why are they acting like, you know, she got some mysterious disease? Like, she drank like a whole bottle of vodka and pickles. And of course, production is reminding us of Julia's alcohol intake. So all the ladies are kind of bickering right now to figure out what to do with Julia. Like to call a nurse over or just call 911. We just saw Nicole just kind of snap at Alexia because Nicole is just like she needs to be hydrated. And then Alexia, she said something like what she should do. And then Nicole was like, I'm the one with the medical degree. Thank you. She's hydrated. And just walked off. They got me cracking up in the beginning. Like they're calling 911. Alexia was like, yeah, call 911. They know me over there. She ain't lying. And Nicole, she thinks she on Grey's Anatomy right now. I mean, she's an anesthesiologist. I get it. But it's just a hangover. They are just taking this too much out of proportion. Girl, they are really on the phone with 911. If she don't take a damn goodie and drink some water and some ginger ale and eat some crackers. Adriana's being annoying as well. She's being super protective of Julia right now. She's like, get out everybody. She's not a circus over there. We just need 911. Get out. All this over a hangover. So the ambulance gets there and it's only 2 hours before Larsa's jewelry line event. Wow. No one is ready. Like they're all just taking care of Julia right now. I know Larsa is pissed. You know she's like a textbook narcissist. She don't give a shit about Julia. She's like, can they just like haul her out of here? The EMTs get there and they just told her exactly what Nicole said. She's dehydrated. She's dehydrated. So Larsa's event is starting, guests are arriving, her daughter's already there, and definitely Larsa is not ready. She said the whole Julia thing threw her off. So you have Gertie in work mode right now helping her out. Gertie sure do know how to dress, don't she? I love this white outfit she's wearing. So the event started. She basically just invited a bunch of influencers over to her Hamptons property to show off this jewelry, blah, blah, blah. You have people looking at it. Turned into an infomercial right now. During this event, Nicole mentioned that there's still some tension between her and Marisol. She really wants to squash it between the two of them. And speaking of tension, it seems like there's a little tension between Lisa and Adriana too. Like, Lisa gets to the event a little bit late, but Adriana, like, she's just so extra, so I can see how she gets on people's nerves. This is something simple as somebody bringing an umbrella to cover the sun from them, and then Adriana's like, oh, bring the sun, bring it over here, bring it over here. Lisa's like, Adriana, I need you to stop. You have a little sun on your back, I have sun on my face. In front of everybody. Lisa tells her, I am over your bickering, I'm tired of your bullshit. All this over like an umbrella. Getting some shade. Adriana's like, I got over here an hour early just so I could get a shady spot. Y'all, fast forward. Larsa is so embarrassed that this is going on right now, and Adriana's had enough. She gets up from the table. She's making this huge deal. She called 911. Somebody could have died. Girl, shut up. Shut up. I'm glad she's leaving the table. So like 2 minutes pass by and Adriana comes back to the table and then sits down and decides to just put her differences with Lisa aside for the sake of Larsa. So the event is over and Larsa's saying how pleased she was with everything. And then in her confessional, she says that she managed to secure the cover of Harper's Bazaar. Like, we see her cheering and everything. And then production. I think this is the shadiest thing production has done amongst all franchises. At least top 3 shadiest moments. So they show the cover and she's on Harper's Bazaar, but then they zoom in on the cover and it says Vietnam. So it's not Harper's Bazaar US, it's Harper's Bazaar Vietnam. I mean, it's still a cover. So then next scene we're with Gertie and she's by herself. She's talking on the phone to her husband, just telling her what all went on. And she's talking about how Julia, like how sick she was, she had to throw up. Meanwhile, we see Julia, she's still recovering in bed. Looks like she at least come to call her wife Martina at home. And then we get back to Gertie and then she's talking. She waits for her husband to respond. Literally like 10 seconds pass by, it's silence. Her husband wasn't even listening to her. Again, I don't know why these wives even tell their husbands what's going on. They do not give a fuck. So next scene we're with Nicole and she finally confronts Marisol about her beef with her. It looks like Marisol is just blowing her off at whatever she just said. And she's saying that I was just defending my friend. Alexia is going through a lot, like more than all of us. And Nicole's like, well, we're all going through a lot. And you know, I gotta agree with Marisol. Like, no one is going through what Alexia is going through, but still, Marisol was being a bitch to her. Nicole then focuses specifically on what Marisol did to her at the dinner, trying to put a negative spin on what she said about Larsa when it really wasn't true. So they're going back and forth, and Nicole still isn't getting through to Marisol, and then Marisol's like, you know what, I really don't give a shit about this. I'm just being honest. I will see you at dinner. And that's just how their conversation ends. If I was Nicole, I would be like, okay, bitch, fuck you, okay? You dog face ass bitch. That's what I would have said if I was Nicole. Unfortunately, the conversation between the two wasn't productive at all. So a little time goes by. It's later on in the evening. Ladies are all gathering for dinner. This is also Lisa's birthday, so they're celebrating that. And then we see Julia has risen from the dead 7 hours later. And I gotta say, she came back to the dinner and she looks fucking gorgeous. It looks like her hangover never happened. So Julia's telling all the ladies what the doctors told her, and she said it wasn't alcohol poisoning. Like, something was really, like, she was shivering, her teeth was shaking. They took a picture of her heart. Everybody's eyes is rolling. I'm like, girl, you had a hangover. You drank too much and you had a bunch of pickles. That's why your ass had diarrhea. Like, who is she trying to fool? Oh my goodness. Oh, Kiki. Kiki's just there for a good time. She's letting the whole table know that she was looking for dick and she's going back home dry. Like, she's like, where are the cute boys? Where are the men? I feel like she's like the Mary Cosby of Miami. Like, she's just saying whatever comes to her mind. But, you know, she's more beautiful. She's not a part of a cult. She's not crazy. She's just, you know, she just says whatever's on her mind. So then Kiki just asks Lisa, so Lisa, what's your favorite sexual fantasy? Just at dinner, just out the blue. I'm trying to think, would I even answer that at a table full of like 10 people? Marisol and Lexi was just like, oh Lord, really? And then Lisa, she at least answers the question. She's like, oh, I'm just thinking of my husband or whatever. Just gives a safe answer. Kiki's trying to like turn the fire up. Maybe a producer was in her ear to like shake shit up because not that much is happening in this episode. So now they're just asking Lisa all types of questions about her marriage and then shady confessional moments about her husband's looks. I mean, clearly she did not marry that man for his looks. She married that man for his money and the benefits of marrying a plastic surgeon. And then they're asking her, does she have a free pass and who would it be if she had one? And she said it was Channing Tatum, who is a very good-looking white man. But yeah, he's good looking for a white guy. They going around the table. Oh my God. Fast forward. Marisol really has it out for Nicole. Like, she's having her confessional. Oh yeah, you'll see. Like, she knows everybody in Miami. I'm guessing she knows something about their relationship that nobody else knows. So Gertie's talking about her man, and I cannot believe they've been married for 26 years. Wow, they must have married right out of high school. Child, we are still on the fantasy conversation. It has been, I want to say 10 minutes. So then it's Larsa's turn to talk about her fantasy. And she says all her fantasies come to reality when it came to an athlete or an actor. And everyone wants to know who's the actor. And then she gives initials and she says MJ. We see everybody in their confessionals trying to guess who it is. And Gertie, she says Michael B. Jordan. Huh. If anybody in the comments want to let me know who the actor is, I mean, I could see it being Michael B. Jordan too. I mean, Larsa loves some black men. Let's just say that. So I can see it. But yeah, she doesn't confirm or deny. So after that conversation, Lisa's birthday cake comes out, and then the ladies got a DJ for the night, and we see them all partying, and they're all talking about how the Hamptons weekend was, and then that is where the episode ends. Not too much of an eventful episode, but let's see if episode 10 is any better. So the ladies are back in Miami, and now we're with Alexia and Larsa. And of course they're talking about the drama that happened in the Hamptons. Larsa said that she heard through the grapevine that Nicole had a problem with her throwing in her face that she had a kid out of wedlock. Yeah, that's kind of foul and no reason to judge somebody on that. What is also interesting, Larsa says in her confessional that she has the best resume of all the women. And she says, well, I've been married the longest and I have 4 kids. Okay, bravo. What does that mean? Like, is that a barometer for like how much better you are than them? Look, you're not, because you're the one that's actually single and the rest of them are actually in relationships. Like, I can totally see why Larsa and Kim Kardashian were besties. Like, she is like insufferable sometimes. Like, just some of the shit that she says. Like, sis, get over yourself. Like, again, you wasted the best years of your life on a thankless marriage. And speaking of that thankless marriage, she's talking about Scottie Pippen now in their relationship. They're still getting a divorce. And she says that he's very controlling, specifically because she's selling their house. And he's saying that if you sell the house, then their daughter has to live with him. I'm thinking, how does that work? That is very controlling, and hopefully she has a judge to help her with that. Using your kids to get back at your partner is just very vindictive and shameful. I mean, look at Kanye West, like what he's doing to Kim. And I don't even like Kim. So next scene, we're with Lisa and her husband. And they're talking about their first world problems, like they need a new nanny. Every time I see a scene of them together, just look at his face. He's just so disinterested in her. He's very bored with her. Like, I give their marriage at least 5 years, max. So next we're at Nicole's residence and Gertie's coming over to visit. Gertie's talking about her charity event, and a little bit later we see Julia and Kiki also come over. And you know Julia, she got them eggs, Lord. She bring them eggs everywhere she goes. So as they're talking, of course Nicole talks about her beef with Alexia and Marisol. And then Julia reminds her what Larsa said about her as well, about having a child out of wedlock. And Julia, she even throws some shade in there. She's like, Larsa of all people judging somebody on that? We even get a little shade out of Julia because you know she has 3 kids out of wedlock. So of course I would be offended if I was her too. She asks, how could somebody like Larsa judge someone for having kids out of wedlock? Exactly. I also noticed in this scene that this is all the new girls talking together. And I gotta say, like, they are a great addition to the cast because they are definitely more interesting. Oh, child. So next scene, we are with Lisa again. This time we're with her family at dinner. She's with her husband's parents as well. We get a little flashback from production of Lisa from 2012, and she looks very different. Ooh. Like, she got them big fish lips now, and then her face looks all like shiny and plasticky. It might be the makeup, but still, like, her face is just like this with like the fish lips. It's a sight. I mean, her husband did that to her. And then again, we see the huge lack of chemistry between Lisa and her husband and this fake forced smile that her husband is doing. He's just gritting his teeth like, trying to get through this scene. I know the camera's on me. It's just sad seeing them together. Less scenes with them, please. So next scene we're with Larsa, who looks pretty amazing, and she's on her way to a late lunch with Kiki. Single girls, because Kiki is still on the hunt for dick. That is what she is talking about. I mean, I see why Bravo brought her there. Like, this is all she is talking about. Can someone please find Kiki some dick? Like, she is too pretty to be complaining about not having dick all the time. Larsa, again, is talking about the men that she likes, and she's just saying it just so happens that the men happen to be athletes. Okay, girl. I ain't saying she's a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke niggas either. So then Adriana arrives very late, and then I noticed that it's all the single girls having a little kiki. No pun intended. Child, Kiki did not just ask the waiter for 2 dicks on a platter. Lord have mercy. This is what I'm talking about, how she reminds me of Mary Cosby sometimes. Like, she just says some socially inappropriate things all the time. I bet she's so lovely in person. So then Larsa's talking again about her type now that Adriana's there. She's saying, oh, I like tall, dark, and handsome. Girl, just say you like black men. You like niggas. Rich niggas. So as they're on the topic of rich N-words, yeah, I can't say the N-word too much. I think I hit my quota. Adriana has the audacity to bring up Kanye West, and she knows what she's doing because she knows Larsa, knows the Kardashians, the Kanye West, etc. Larsa's face just turns to stone right now. Then cut to Adriana in her confessional saying she wants to get to the bottom of why Larsa isn't friends with the Kardashians anymore. She wants to know the tea. I'm sure production wants to know too, Adriana, and I'm sure they poked you to bring that up. Larsa clearly does not want to talk about this, and even look on Kiki's face, she looks blindsided because even Kiki knows not to bring up Kanye West around Larsa. So then we see Larsa in her confessional giving a heavily veiled explanation of why she's not friends with the Kardashians anymore. She just said a whole lot of nothing. I mean, all you gotta do to find out is just go to TMZ or put it in Google. I think Larsa was connected to Tristan in some way. I mean, who isn't? And then she did a little tell-all radio interview about her friendship with the Kardashians after they threw her ass out their friendship circle. Lord, so Adriana says at the table that she's seen Kanye West's dick, and it is big and thick. Girl, what? I mean, it's not just the audacity that weirds me out, it's also the fetishization of black men too. It just has me side-eyeing her. And then she explains that she saw it in the bathroom when she opened his stall. You're disgusting. I don't even care if it is Kanye West. You're disgusting. Larsa has clearly had enough of this bitch and tells her that, Adriana, I don't bring up your old friends, so I appreciate if you don't bring up mine. Adriana looks drunk though. She's like, what did I do? I saw his dick. I can't say the story. I can't say the story. So now they are both arguing back and forth while Kiki is just in the middle, just don't know what to do. And I agree with Larsa. Like, it's madly inappropriate and you sound dumb as fuck. Larsa keeps telling her to change the subject and Adriana just keeps going on with the story. Larsa's like, you can say the story, just don't say it around me. So now they're going back and forth. Kiki is now in the middle telling them to both stop arguing. We're having a nice girls' night out. And then Adriana yells, she's not letting me tell stories about my life. Girl, you barging into Kanye West's bathroom stall to see his dick, that's not your life story. It just makes you a filthy pervert. So now they're just yelling at each other. Like, I'm just talking about a public figure. Everyone in my life is a public figure. This was a bad idea. I mean, they already know Adriana ain't shit. The only person's nerve she doesn't get on in this group is Julia. I agree with Larsa in this situation. Adriana says just a lot of inappropriate shit. And she's like a toddler right now. What did I do? What did I do? So now they're just threatening each other now with Kiki in the middle. Adriana said, I can end you, bitch. I can take it to 1,000. I mean, I would not mess with Adriana because that is the one who clocked that blonde bitch in season 3 or 2. Ooh, they are yelling at the top of their lungs. If I was Kiki, I would be embarrassed. I'm sure everyone is looking at them in this restaurant. It all started out so peaceful too. So Larsa's had enough. She gets up and walks out the restaurant. Yeah, she hops into her fabulous car and just pulls off. Did she leave them with the bill? That's a fly-ass car. I don't know what kind of car that is. Car lovers in the comments, please let me know what white car did she drive off in. All right, so next scene we're with Gertie and she's putting the finishing touches on her charity event. Ooh, that bitch know how to dress. Oh, look at her in this blue dress. Oh, killing it again. Just effortless. I gotta say, her and her husband are just such a cute couple. He just comes in stone-faced, like a RoboCop or something like that. You would think he's an android. He's just so like emotionless. Damn, now why the cameraman just zoomed in on Gertie's forehead? I mean, mama looks good, but I think she need to fix them edges just a little bit, or like at least pull it down to like right here. I'm noticing that's a problem that she has. So we see Nicole and Julia walking up to the event. We see Messy Marisol get to the event. She says hey to the girls, but Nicole pays her dust. So all the ladies are at the party with the exception of Larsa, and then Marisol lets them all know that the next event is on her. They're going to be at the Versace mansion. They're going to have dinner, and they're sleeping over too. So that's probably going to be in the next episode. So then we see Adriana talking to Marisol about her argument with Larsa and an inappropriate conversation about Kanye West's dick. I still, like, why would you tell somebody that? Why would you tell that story to anybody? Like, I walked in while he was peeing and I saw his dick. Why are you in the men's bathroom? And why would you open the stall knowing somebody is in there? You're a pervert. Okay, so they're having a fashion show right now. Fast forward. So it's later in the event, and Adriana is just telling everybody who will listen about her beef with Larsa. Like, again, girl, nobody's going to be on your side with this. You were very inappropriate. Oh, plot twist. So Larsa did come to the event, just super late, which is super rude. And of course, as Larsa's walking into the event, the first person she sees is Adriana. So Larsa and Adriana are now face to face and they're talking about it, of course. And Larsa was like, you really hurt me. You said something really hurtful. And if Adriana says Kanye West's penis one more time, Kanye West's penis? Kanye West's penis? What's wrong with that? Kanye West's penis? I hope YouTube doesn't flag this video. Yeah, so now they're arguing and a lot of attention is on them, and I'm sure Gertie is not happy about this. Adriana keeps bringing up to Larsa how she threatened her, and she does not appreciate it. Adriana doesn't get the point. She doesn't. I'm not even sure why Larsa keeps talking to her at this point. I think what Larsa is telling Adriana is very reasonable. She's just saying, I've never been around people who, when I say that this conversation is making me comfortable, they disregard that. And then Adriana was like, why? Because you're queen bee? Her insecurity is jumping out. I think Adriana is mad that Larsa is full-time and she's just a friend of. I can't believe she got me defending Larsa boring ass. All the other ladies, they're just watching them argue right now. They don't want to get involved. She thinks Larsa thinks that she's better than her. I really think it's just her insecurity because I don't think any of these other women think that about Larsa. Now, is Larsa a narcissist? Yes. Adriana is not backing down. She even brings up the Kardashians now in the argument. She knows what she's doing right now. Like, I feel like I'm on Larsa's side with this. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know why nobody else has Larsa's back. I mean, I think I know why, because Nicole ain't gonna have your back, definitely. Not Julia, after talking about kids out of wedlock. And then Marisol and Alexia, they don't really care about Larsa like that. Oof, Adriana's just going off on Larsa in her confessional, just saying who she's linked to, some young man that's the same age as her son, Future. She's like, how can she be so judgmental of people? I just wish Adriana was likable, or else I'll probably be on her side. So Gertie comes up to them as all this is going on. She hugs Larsa for coming, and then Adriana says she's done. She walks away. And then we see Larsa trying to explain to the other ladies why Adriana's wrong. Then we cut to Gertie in her confessional saying that Larsa, she came to my event like hours late. And then going back and forth with Adriana, it just shows me a lot. Yeah, I think it would have helped Larsa if she would have came to the event on time, actually, because if she came that late, like missed pretty much everything, why did you come? So then we see the cameras pan to Adriana as she's just overlooking the roof, mad as hell, and that is where the episode ends. These two episodes, I mean, they were okay, but yeah, Miami started out like this, and now it's just going straight like this and kind of just coasting. I hope something bigger happens in the next episode, and I hope the reunion is coming soon. I can't imagine this being more than like a 12 episode season with like maybe a 2-part reunion, especially for like a revived franchise. But yeah, let me know if y'all still liking Real Housewives of Miami. Whose side are y'all on with Larsa and Adriana? And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.